But our first guest is going to speak and talk about the work that they will do as part of this great endeavour in this competition is Mr. Rich Pournelle from NanoRacks. Let's welcome Rich.
Thank you, Tony, and for helping put this together, and thank you, Frank, for your support and vision and all of this. If you want to pull up the slides here, I'll give you a quick overview of NanoRacks. NanoRacks is while we're waiting for the slides here, I'll give you a quick overview of NanoRacks. We're a company that's a little over 3 years old, and the company was started on a basic idea of what if we could fly CubeSats inside the space station. And so from that idea, we developed a standardized platform for being able to fly experiments in space. As part of this platform, we've now flown over 47 experiments to the International Space Station. We have a backlog of about 80 experiments as well. And the number that we're most proud of is that the average time from customer signing to customer flying with their research projects is 9 months. There's a very extensive process for very good reasons for evaluating the safety of experiments on the International Space Station. And so NanoRacks has served as a commercial path for being able to access these. And so we have put private capital into building these resources on station. So we are... Yes. And so we have invested a lot of time and money. If you want to go to this, there we go. Perfect. So we've invested a lot of time and money in developing these platforms, and we've tried to make them using open source standards and being able to make them as easy as possible and inexpensive as possible for researchers to be able to focus on the most important part of doing the actual science on this. So the nano labs that we use a standard USB interface that's plugged into our racks. And so as part of this, then that provides data and power from the space station to the experiments, and so it gives you the ability to be able to automate the processes for doing these experiments. And in addition to putting the actual platforms on the International Space Station, we've also put a lot of equipment up there as well, including a couple of microscopes, as well as we'll soon be having a centrifuge flying up, and as well we just had recently delivered to the space station a plate reader that's a mass spectrometer that's used in biomedical research that'll be available for researchers to be able to analyze samples in space as well. As part of this, this has all been developed as a commercial platform on the space station, and so we see this going forward as our job is to be able to provide a friendly front door for flying experiments to the space station. And so we fully support all of the customer experiments and provide a turnkey solution for customers for being able to provide these labs. So we do everything from all the safety testing to helping shepherd your payloads through the safety process to make sure that they have a timely delivery to the International Space Station. The plate reader, the plan should be to be operational by fourth quarter of this year. This is something where we're actively marketing this out in the marketplace to be able to provide data on station that you may not be able to get from sample return of the payloads. So the payloads, which Mike Johnson will later go into much more detail about how they work, use the CubeSat form factor. It's a 10 by 10 10 by 10 centimeter cube, about 4-inch cube, and usually the nomenclature that's used is 1U. When you hear people talk about what these things, 1U will be one individual 10 centimeter cube for this. So payloads can be more than 1U if needed to be able to fit the experiments in there as well. And then now I just want to brag a little bit. We yesterday, in partnership with NASA and JAXA, helped broker the first commercial CubeSat launch from the International Space Station. This is an actual picture. This is not a a Photoshop or artist rendition that was taken by one of the astronauts from the space station as the CubeSats were deployed. And so we now offer this as well. Although it is not part of this competition, we do offer CubeSat launches from the space station, but once again, we're trying to use the standardized platforms for this. And I think this is a great example and a great inspiration for everyone about all of the great things that we can do on the International Space Station. We have this amazing platform that's there, and so we hope this morning this will help be part of the process to help you become part of this and take advantage of it and really advance humanity and science in being able to do experiments in space in a standardized, low-cost platform. So I appreciate you guys coming out, and I appreciate everyone watching on here. And so feel free to use the hashtag if you have any questions for those watching online as we go through the process here. So I appreciate it, and I'll turn it back over to Tony. Thanks.
Thank you, Rich. Thank you very much indeed, Rich, and we look forward to the briefings later. In terms of considering applications, we'll want some technical information to help you get the best opportunity.